Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and in this video, Bitcoin has had a small short-term correction. And this is because Bitcoin formed a price pattern just here that is a bearish price pattern. And so far, that pattern has already played out to the downside, and we've already bounced back up, as you can see here. And yeah, in just a moment, I'll let you know my exact Bitcoin price targets over the next few days and months. And I'll let you know exactly where you should be looking at to accumulate more Bitcoin. Also, towards the end of the video, I will be once again talking about Ethereum and doing some Ethereum analysis, and I'll be letting you know my exact Ethereum price targets. So, I mean, if you just have 10 minutes out of your day, please make sure to watch this video all the way through so you're not missing any of this valuable information. And yeah, if all of that sounds good to you, then please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. I seriously appreciate all of your support on the channel at the moment, and yeah, I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so if you could just spend a couple seconds to click like and subscribe, that seriously means a lot, and once again, it helps out the channel so much. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Bitcoin US dollar chart. We're on the 2-hour charts today, and I recorded my video just yesterday at around these prices just here when Bitcoin was at around 56,000, and as of recording this video right now, Bitcoin is still at 56,000. But it obviously hasn't just gone sideways since yesterday. We did actually push up to above 57,000. We actually got up close to 58,000 at the recent top just here, and obviously since then we have fallen to around 54,000. I've mentioned in my last 3 videos on the channel that the $54,000 level, this level once again, is extremely important for Bitcoin, and that's because the $54,000 level is the level that Bitcoin is a $1 trillion asset. When one Bitcoin equals about 54,000, that's when the market cap of Bitcoin is at $1 trillion US dollars. So that's why that $54,000 level is a significant level for Bitcoin. And once again, I've mentioned this in my last few videos, but I'll say it again for all of the new viewers on the channel. And as you can see, we got a perfect bounce off that level. Like seriously, to the dollar, Bitcoin bounced exactly off that $54,000 level, which is really bullish for Bitcoin, because obviously it means that Bitcoin has fully stayed a $1 trillion asset ever since it broke above that level back here. So in the short term, it is important that we remain above this $54,000 level, because if we start breaking below that level, obviously we'll be breaking below that $1 trillion market cap, and we will also be forming some lower lows on the chart in the short term. So yeah, once again, the 54K level kind of determines the short-term trend. So honestly, if the price gets anywhere towards 54 to 55K, I would be accumulating in those areas if you haven't already, and hold that for the long term. I mentioned this in basically every single video on the channel, but basically any short-term correction that we see on the chart just here is just a buying opportunity for the long term, because as you can see here, these short-term corrections get bought up so quickly. Once again, we came down to 54,000, and within like less than an hour, we came straight back up to 56K. So there's a lot of buying pressure at these lower levels, a lot of people interested in Bitcoin. So once again, if you see anything like this on the chart, you should be thinking straight away, this is a buying opportunity. And I mean, so far, everyone that has bought the dip is in a decent little profit, even just within the past couple hours. Now, the bearish sign that I was seeing on the chart that I talked about in the intro of this video was this small bearish divergence that we did see on the chart. As you can see just here, in the price, we saw a high and a higher high, but in the RSI, we saw a high and a lower high. So obviously, this is a bearish divergence, and it basically means that the Bitcoin price will either be heading sideways or to the downside in the short term. Basically lets us know that just in the short term, we're going to stop heading up. And yeah, obviously that's exactly what's happened. That bearish divergence has already played out and has actually given the RSI a good chance to reset into more neutral areas, which opens up some more room to the upside when we begin to head back up. Now, just pulling out the Fibonacci retracement tool on the chart just here, this bounce that we got at 54K came in at this Fibonacci level, which is the 50% Fibonacci level, once again coming in at around 54,000. And below that, if we happen to break below 54K, I'll be targeting the next Fibonacci level just here. And this next Fibonacci level on the chart just here, which is the golden pocket, the 61.8% Fibonacci level, this is coming in closer towards 53,000, around 53,300 to be more precise. And I'll be targeting around that level for the Bitcoin price to be supported. So those are the sort of levels to the downside that you have to be keeping an eye on in order for Bitcoin to remain bullish in the short term. And those are the sort of levels that I would be accumulating Bitcoin if I haven't already. Now, as for price targets for levels to the upside to watch out for, the obvious immediate level of resistance is coming in just here, and that is because that's the all-time high for Bitcoin. This is right now coming in at exactly $57,600 US. So once again, that's my immediate price target to the upside where we could see a bit of resistance. But just zooming out a little bit, anything above that $57,600 level, once again, if we break above that all-time high level on the chart, I will be targeting the $60,000 level as our next point of resistance. At pretty much every big round number, we do see resistance at those levels. So yeah, a lot of people, a lot of traders and investors set their sell orders at these big round numbers like 50K and 60K. And so that basically creates this resistance level for us to get through. And I've been talking about the $60,000 level for weeks now on my channel. Ever since Bitcoin was at about $40,000 US, I was telling you that Bitcoin will hit $60,000 in around March. And I'm still definitely sticking to that price target. In fact, we could even hit it towards the end of this month, the way that we're going. So yeah, above the all-time high, that is my immediate level of resistance, the $60,000 level. Now, just zooming out on the chart just here, I've just plotted out the Fibonacci retracement tool once again, and I've drawn it from the old all-time high at about 42,000 down to that low that we had at the bottom of that correction just at the end of January, which is at around 29,000. And as you can see, one of the massive Fibonacci levels, the 2618 Fibonacci level, is coming in at exactly $60,000 US per Bitcoin. So this coincides with the psychological resistance level of 60,000, obviously. Once again, I've been talking about this level for quite a while on the channel now because of the psychological resistance level and because of the massive Fibonacci level. That will be our next level of resistance. And once we break above that $60,000 US, we're gonna absolutely explode. And honestly, I'll be targeting immediately towards $70,000 US as soon as we break above that 60K level. So even after this short-term little pullback, which by the way was only 6% to the downside, so that's nothing for Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's basically already fully recovered from that little downside that we just saw. We're already above 56K once again. But yeah, even after having a bit of downside in the market, I'm obviously still extremely bullish for Bitcoin. And once again, my longer-term price targets for this year is well into the six-figure range. In fact, I've got an entire video on the channel, which I can link below in the pinned comment and in the description, that tells you what my exact Bitcoin targets are long-term for the top of the bull market. So if that sort of thing interests you, then definitely click the link down below in the description or in the pinned comment. All right, now here we are on the Ethereum US dollar chart. We're on the 2-hour chart for Ethereum. And as you can obviously see, Ethereum did come back down to the downside because it followed Bitcoin in this short-term pullback. And once again, I always tell you guys this, but for any new viewers on the channel, Ethereum basically tends to just follow what Bitcoin does. So if Bitcoin has a big move to the upside, Ethereum tends to follow Bitcoin on that move. And if Bitcoin does a small crash like this, Ethereum also tends to do the same thing. So even though Ethereum wasn't looking that bearish at all, in fact, Ethereum broke the $2,000 level since I recorded yesterday's video. So Ethereum was actually looking extremely bullish. It's just Bitcoin drags down the Ethereum price because Bitcoin once again did see that bearish divergence. So that's why the Bitcoin price came down. And obviously, once again, Ethereum just followed Bitcoin. But Ethereum formed this massive wick to the downside, which is really bullish for Ethereum because it means that there are a lot of buyers down at these lower prices for Ethereum. There's a lot of demand for Ethereum at the moment. And Ethereum did actually have a bigger correction than Bitcoin. Once again, Bitcoin from the top down to the bottom of this short-term pullback was about 6%. But Ethereum, as you can see just here, corrected about 11%. So almost double Bitcoin's correction. And once again, anytime you see this type of price action just here, you should be thinking buying opportunity. And as I've been mentioning on this channel for quite a while, my price targets for Ethereum just next month in the month of March is well above $2,000, towards $2,500 to closer to $3,000 US in the month of March. Just zooming out here and drawing out the Fibonacci retracement tool on the chart. So this is where we are right now. And as you can see, there's a big Fibonacci level coming in at just above $2,000 US. That's the 2618 Fibonacci level. And yeah, it's coming in at exactly $2,050 US per Ethereum. And funnily enough, that's basically exactly where we actually topped out for Ethereum before we had this short-term pullback. So because of this Fibonacci level, we will see some resistance resistance at the 2050 US dollar level. But once we break above that level, which is pretty much the all-time high for Ethereum, once we get above that level, the next big Fibonacci level, which is the 3618 Fibonacci level, that's coming in at around 2,480 US dollars, so more like 2,500 US dollars per Ethereum. Once we break above the all-time high for Ethereum, that is going to be my next immediate level of resistance, my next price target for Ethereum. Once again, coming in at around 2,500 US dollars per Ethereum, and I expect Ethereum to get there within the next month. So once again, just after this short-term correction that I've just seen on the chart, I'm still extremely bullish for Ethereum, and my longer-term price targets are well above 5K per Ethereum. So yeah, a lot of you have been asking whether or not you should be buying or selling Ethereum, and honestly, I'm actually buying more Ethereum right now. As you can see just here, here's some proof that I have actually been accumulating more Ethereum. I recently moved around $20,000 worth of Bitcoin into Ethereum because over the past few weeks, Bitcoin has been a massive gainer. It's been on an absolute rocket ship to the upside, but Ethereum hasn't really seen the same gains. And so from just looking at the charts and doing my technical analysis, and also just from knowing about how Ethereum and Bitcoin operate together, there's a very good chance that Ethereum will soon be outperforming Bitcoin once again. And I would expect that to begin to happen within the next few weeks. So that's why I've been accumulating a lot more Ethereum. And honestly, I am not stopping. If Ethereum continues to give us more buying opportunities like it has just here, then I'm just going even more heavy into Ethereum once again. When I finish recording this video, I'll probably end up putting around another 10 grand into Ethereum because once again, Ethereum's looking incredibly bullish right now. Here we are on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, on the 2-hour chart. And I'll just quickly go over this chart once again. I said in my last few videos that buying around these areas just here and just here have been a good idea. And even though we have just temporarily dipped below that level, I am still buying heavily into Ethereum. If anything, this is great that Ethereum has dipped below that level because it's given us even more of an opportunity to make even more money in Ethereum. And once again, we are forming yet another bullish divergence on the chart, as you can see just here. Once again, this is on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, on the 2-hour chart, and we got a low here in the price and a lower low. But in the RSI, as you can see here, we got a low and a higher low, which is a bullish divergence. And that basically means that in the short term, the price has stopped heading to the downside, and we're soon going to either be heading just sideways or back to the upside to begin a new uptrend. It's extremely difficult to time the exact bottom for anything, but in that being said, you can definitely see things on the chart that show you when a trend is about to start. And once again, just looking at the whole picture of Bitcoin and Ethereum, there's a very, very good chance that Ethereum is going to begin an uptrend against Bitcoin, which basically means Ethereum's going to start outperforming Bitcoin sometime soon, within the next few weeks or so is what I would expect. And yeah, once again, I'm just being fully transparent with you guys on this channel. I'm letting you know my complete strategy in crypto because so far, you know, I've been making a decent amount of money in crypto and I just want to help all of you make the same. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below. And also, if you're new to the channel, then make sure to click the subscribe button and also turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. There's so much important information and valuable information in these videos to help you make money in crypto, and I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so if you could just spend a couple seconds to click like and subscribe and turn on notifications, once again, that seriously helps out the channel so much, and it helps push these videos to a wider audience to help even more people in crypto. And yeah, if you have any feedback, questions, or suggestions for me, let me know in a comment down below. I read and reply to every single one of my comments. Just be careful because sometimes there can be some scammers in the comment section, so do not contact anyone from the comment section. Just a word of warning for you all. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you'll enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next video.